Okay, what's going on with all my money motivated stars? Now, this is gonna be a video about a well-known boxer by the name of Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay. You feel what I'm saying? Because I done watched a lot of his, a lot of clips of his old interviews, and he talk a lot of sense. I feel like I feel like we have a lot of the same viewpoints. You know what I mean when it comes to self-encouragement, because I'm gonna show y'all a 50-second clip of him talking about, like, basically perceptions of other people and limitations. Even though he ain't saying like that, he's just putting it in a different way, saying like he has like superior thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I come to YouTube, I don't tell people that I have superior thoughts. If I'm gonna say superior thoughts, I'm gonna say I have more superior thoughts than my old identity. You know what I'm saying? My old self. I always had righteous thoughts, but now that I came into a new frequency, a new vibration, my thoughts are way high vibration, more high vibrational than the thoughts I had 6-7 years ago. Most definitely. You feel what I'm saying? And he was basically just explaining in a way like how I be telling people, you know what I mean? Like, when you want to do something, you gotta do it. That's why I made a video about the Nike quote. I was like, that's the most simplest quote, but that's the quote that people need to live by. You feel what I'm saying? When you got an idea, you need to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Or work your way towards. You need to be doing something that's pertaining to something that you want to be successful in. Whether it's artistry, whether it's carpentry, you know what I mean? You can name, I can go along down the list. You feel what I'm saying? But as long as you hone in on it and don't care about what other people say, because it's a lot of people who just Xing out different ideas they having on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you know what I'm saying, Xing out a lot of different ideas because they don't have the funds for it, or they feel like nobody is gonna. It's so different, because I done had them thoughts in my past, but I don't even know them no more. You ever have a thought that was so different that you know people wouldn't gravitate? Well, it ain't like you wouldn't think people would gravitate to it. You would just be thinking like, damn, is the world ready for this idea? Because I've had a whole lot of thoughts like that, you know what I mean? And it's not due to it being a bad idea. It's due to the way you see the world going and how people's minds are. You feel what I'm saying? You see a lot of people doing the same thing, so this idea that you have that's so different, you feel like you'll be disrupting the earth's frequency just by doing it, and people look at you crazy the whole time. A lot of people are just really yearning something new. They just going, a lot of people just going with the flow. You feel what I'm saying? But in my times, I realized, man, those be the artists that last the longest. You know what I mean? The ones who had their own styles, their own flows, and just or a reinvention of them, their old self. You know what I'm saying? A reinvention. A lot of people got to stop being scared because they perceiving. We already throw other people's thoughts in our mind before we even ask the person, okay, you like this song, or you think I should do this, you know what I mean? We are already thinking negatively of it, you know, just due to society. But people got to really stop doing it. Like, it's a lot of ideas. It's some $1 billion ideas that you have that you thinking about, that you throwing away due to lack of funds or lack of support. Like, for real. Anything that you want to do can manifest if you just have enough belief in it to do it. You know what I mean? And delete that fear element, because most people who you go to with these ideas, especially, you shouldn't go to people with a lot of ideas, especially if they ain't got the funds for it, if they ain't got the spiritual insight to even, you know what I'm saying, understand what you're trying to do with that. You can explain to some people exactly what you're trying to do, and they will not understand it for nothing in their life. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all vibrating on two different frequencies. So you might be a entrepreneur or a world innovator, a future innovator. You know what I mean? And you're trying to bring a different product to the market to change people's lives for the better. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say, nah, we don't need that. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people probably don't use what you're using. And I'm putting an example like this. It's something simple. I'm putting an example like this. Say the person who thought about bookmarks, you feel what I'm saying? They went to somebody who didn't read books and said, like, I got an idea. I want to make like a piece of paper. I want to laminate it so when people reading the book, they can place this thin tab in the book so they won't forget where they left off. Now, if you're talking to a person who doesn't read, that shit doesn't make sense to them, and it's not needed for this world. You feel what I'm saying? But if you bring that idea to a reader, an avid reader, then you may have something in your hands. You're gonna feel more good about that idea. That's why I say people need to go around people who vibrate on the same frequency or close to the same frequency, because a lot of people who don't do the things you do or think the way you think are not gonna be so open to your ideas, and they may not even be hating. It's just they don't read, so a bookmark is fucking crazy to them. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I explained it well. And a lot of people will steal your shit. That's another thing. It's one of the two. Some people just ain't gonna get it, and some people gonna get it, and they may, like I said, they may have the funds to do it and execute your plan. So just keep it to yourself, or just tell it to somebody who's very, very trustworthy. But 90% of it, just keep it to yourself. But if you have somebody who you know won't do that and won't turn their back on you, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say get around a bunch of like minds. Y'all start trading ideas, start brainstorming. Y'all can build a corporation, because you need other people to build a corporation, like a whole empire. Now, if you just want to do some solo, Nikola Tesla, I'm working on my inventions, you know what I mean, in the lab, and putting it out piece by piece, so I'm suggesting it, then you can be that. But if you're trying to really build something and you want to be a force to be reckoned with, you have to be open to invite those energies that's on your same frequency. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are going to be very, very fearful. A lot of people not going to understand your ideas, and you need to start writing your ideas down if you have a good one, because you may have an idea. This is how the universe works. You may have an idea that's floating to your brain, because a lot of these ideas aren't ours. We just pulling them from the ether. So when we pull those ideas and we wake up the next morning, we can't remember it. It may be because somebody else put it and it's in their brain and they actually go do it, and you looking on TV like, damn, this person really did this. This person that made the song, or this person that did that. And now you assed out. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to start acting or start writing our stuff down, so our mind can hold on to that image and it won't really get sent out there. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of these thoughts will float back out there. You know what I mean? Because we are only computers with a Wi-Fi signal. Our brain is getting the same thoughts, some of the same thoughts, you know what I mean, depending on which frequency we hold. And it's due to a lot of other different things, you know what I mean? Just about who you are, you know what I mean? What you do on a day-to-day basis. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope I explained it well, because I know this kind of was everywhere, but some people do have higher thoughts than others. You know what I'm saying? You may be one of those people, and I'm pretty sure you're one of those people if you're clicking on this video. So just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop a video, and y'all be blessed and walking in smoke.
Ideas from the songs I get. I've always said that I don't write my own songs because I feel I'm just a source. I'm just a tunnel, a tube through which they come. I feel somewhere in space they've all been written before. I mean, Billie Jean and Beat It and all those songs have been up there somewhere. It just came through to me. That's how I really feel. So I even though I did it, I just can't always take credit. It's like any great artist, I guess. Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, keep doing it, but it's some other higher force that's making it happen.
People can see farther than others. So therefore, when people judge what I'm doing with their logic, it can't be done. Their reasoning said it can't or shouldn't be done. Their knowledge of history says it can't be done. So their reasoning, their knowledge, and their logic clashes with my superior belief. Our thinking is so superior, my knowledge is so positive, and my logic is so wise until it clashes with their mentality, which is down here and I'm up there. So by me being so high, I can see more and see farther than you. And you're looking up at me saying, Ali, don't do it. Ali, please stop, it hurts.
But you know why they say that. I mean, it's for the best possible reason. So.
They are fear and they are wary. It looks dangerous to them.
That's right.
It's not really that dangerous to me.